Today, I'm here to take a walk with Sustain St. Paul. Sustain St. Paul is a group of people care deeply about the future of our city sustainability. Hello. I've been reflecting on Highland Bridge Fourth Site development after my recent tour with the Sustain St. Paul group. Highland Bridge is the most attractive site in Upper Midwest, an engaged neighborhood, thriving business, and surrounded by beautiful nature. So, here's my question. How can a site like this require more than $100 million of our property tax dollar just to be developed? If someone cannot generate revenue from such a location, can we really expect to generate revenue from any other development? What could our city have done differently? I know just the person to ask, John Manello. For over 15 years, John has brought people together to discuss critical issues facing St. Paul, continue a forum that has existed for more than 30 years. I've been learning a great deal from attending his lunch discussion since the beginning of 2024. Today, he is also one of the chief organizers of Inside St. Paul. It's time for me to pay him a visit.
I'm a commercial real estate broker and developer of historic properties. I am one of the early investors in the rebirth of Lowertown in the 1970s. I'm a nonpartisan independent community activist, including president of the nonprofit Lowertown Future Fund, one of the founders of Inside St. Paul, and coordinator of the Friday Lunch Forum. Tax increment financing, or TIF, was first used here 42 years ago. It was intended to incentivize necessary development when it was thought there was no other way to do it, and in turn increase St. Paul's tax base. It relatively quickly became overused and abused, resulting in non-performing development and higher taxes for its residents, both owners and tenants. TIF is not a loan, but actually a gift to a developer from borrowed funds by the city and then paid off over 25 or more years from projected tax income through property taxes. Apparently unforeseen were the local service expenses, police, fire, public works, schools, and social services. These are not paid for by the developments. Even more damaging is the lost valuation of competitive tax-paying properties that lose tenants to new subsidized overdevelopment. Currently, St. Paul pays over $40 million each year for principal and interest for 58 different TIF districts. It has cost $950 million over the years paid to developers. Successful districts have to cover the losses of many other districts. The first time I had to deal with TIF in St. Paul was when a series of TIF projects were approved downtown in the late 1990s. This included the Lawson Software Building, First National Bank project, and the Minnesota Mutual Building. Our downtown office market was then at a healthy 95% occupancy. But in just a few years of overdevelopment caused by TIF, our occupancy rate fell to 70%. It's been over 25 years and we've never recovered. This in turn allowed Madison Equities to buy 40% of our downtown real estate at depressed rates, seriously damaging our tax base. Right now, like everywhere else, affordable housing is a priority. This need would be addressed much more effectively if we allowed developers to build projects in an open marketplace within zoning requirements and without other special restrictions. Let developers then pay competitive property taxes. Those tax dollars could be captured and used for affordable housing development, where 100% of the development would be built for affordable use and ultimately controlled by the city.
A government must know how to govern. Affordable housing is absolutely crucial, but the devil is in the detail. How we do it makes all the difference. John Manello proposed a different approach. Grow our tax base while giving St. Paul the tools to build more affordable housing. City leaders either did not understand or didn't care to think the problems through. Highland Bridge, one of the most prime sites in Upper Midwest, should have been every city's dream. Instead, St. Paul squandered the chance to strengthen our tax base and ease the burden on residents without a long-term housing strategy. If our city keeps doing what it has done, this site won't even generate enough revenue to cover its own services. This is a disgrace. This is more than a lost opportunity. It's a burden St. Paul residents will carry for decades. On November 4th, let's elect a mayor who understands the complexity of city governance and is ready to do things differently.